going. Hare Krishna. Sorry we sort of lost a week, but I was quite out of the picture from the health point of view. And so now we're continuing reading Vidagdha-mādhava, Act 5, Radha Prasadana, decorating Radha. Interesting, use the word prasadana for decorating. I need a little water. Oh, there it is, okay. And usually we think of prasad as like Radharani's mercy. But I don't know anything about Sanskrit. Namo Vishnu Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyacha Deshatarine Adirnastidam Dante Ridam Yacha Puna Puna Srimad Rupam Maham Bodhi Rajhamsyam Bhave Bhave Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Decorating Radha. Purnamasi enters. The fire of grief constantly plays on the call of love. That is not an untruth. Because I am affectionate to Radhika, now I am also burning in the fire of grief. Looking ahead. Who is this girl coming to me with Madhumangal? Looking again. Why is Vrinda, who knows the language of all living entities and whose order is never disobeyed by any of the moving or non-moving creatures in her forest of Vrindavan, coming here? Vrinda and Madhumangal enter. Vrinda and Madhumangal. O Mother, I offer my respects to you. Amba Vande. So they didn't say, O Prabhu. They said, O Mother, Amba. Purnamasi, auspiciousness to you both. Vrinda, O noble lady, why are you so unhappy? Purnamasi, my child, when Abhimanyu saw on Srimati Radha's body the marks from the touch of the most expert lover Krishna, he became very angry, and now he wants to take his family and live in Mathura. Also, when Abhimanyu's anger flares up, his mother becomes like a host of monsoon clouds to torment the swan of Radha. For these reasons I lament. Vrinda, the moonlight of Purnamasi's good wishes will remove the darkness of obstacles. Madhumangal, noble lady, why do you love Radha so dearly? Purnamasi, child, there are many reasons that I love Radha. Oh, I love her dearly. Vrinda, you have spoken well. In the variegated world, somewhere, someone loves another with unmotivated and unwavering love. The Kanjana birds love the star Agastya in this way. When Agastya rises in the sky, the Kanjan birds celebrate with great happiness, and when Agastya sets in the west, at the time of the monsoon, the Kanjana birds at once disappear, for they cannot bear to be separated from their love. Madhumangal, what are the symptoms of this causeless love? Purnamasi, When one hears praise from his beloved, he outwardly remains neutral, but feels pain within his heart. When he hears his beloved making accusations about him, he takes them to be jokes and enjoys pleasure. When he finds fault in his beloved, they do not diminish his love, nor do the beloved's good qualities increase his spontaneous affection. Thus, spontaneous love continues under all circumstances. That is how spontaneous love of Godhead acts within the heart. So when you hear praise, you feel pain within the heart. When you hear criticism, you feel pleasure. Faults don't decrease the love, and good qualities don't increase affection. So that's love. Madhumangal, this is the nature of love for Radha and Madhava. Purnamasi, child, what more need be said? The flood of the nectar of love that Radha and Madhava bear for each other is the supreme example of the naturally sweet chains of love that bind beautiful, expert, amorous couples. Brinda, O noble lady, listen. Krishna does not wish to hold the staff in his hand. He has no desire to touch his buffalo horn bugle. He will not decorate his body with mineral pigments. He no longer plays his leaf flute. His great playfulness gone, and his mind reeling, Krishna now stays by the shore of the Jamuna. He's very depressed. Purnamasi, unhappy. Why is Krishna so depressed? Madhumangal, it is because of the crookedness of Lalita. Purnamasi, has Lalita not created this violent, jealous anger in Krishna? Brinda, how is that? Purnamasi, I do not know. Where are Lalita and her friends now? Vrinda, I sent Subal to find them. Subal enters. Subal, O noble lady, I offer my respects to you. Purnamasi, Subal, where do you find Radha and the other gopis? Subal, they are under a mango tree near Mukara's house. Purnamasi, child Madhumangal, I shall quickly go to Radhika and convince her to meet Krishna. You please cheer Krishna up with the moonlight of this good news. Madhumangal happily exits. Brinda coming near. Subal, I have written a message in verse. Can you carry it to Vishaka? Subal, what is the message? Purnamasi, Brinda, I shall pacify Radha, decorate her nicely, and bring her to meet Krishna. Then we will both wait in the grove of Kadamba trees. Accompanied by Subal, Brinda exits. Purnamasi walking. Is this Lalita coming here? Lalita, O noble lady, I was just going to meet you. Purnamasi, why? Lalita, O noble lady, although this villain, Krishna, again and again insults my dear friend Radha, she does not take offense. Indeed, she longs to be with him. What shall I do? Purnamasi, child, give up these useless rebukes. Madhava has not committed any offense. It is Madhumangal's offense that has made you unhappy. Lalita, aside, Nandimukhi told me the same thing. Openly, O noble lady, look, there is Radha under a mango tree. She is trembling as she speaks some words. In Sanskrit, Srimati Radharani says, no sweet words enter my ear. I immediately threw the jasmine garland far away. I was angry with a gopi friend who spoke words for my benefit. I do not see him placing his peacock feather crown on the ground and begging with many prayers. Ignited by a kadida cinder, my heart continually burns. Oh, there's just mixed tenses here, present and past. Daughter, let us approach, hide nearby, and eavesdrop her description of the pastimes of love. The two of them do that. Radhika, restless, she says in Sanskrit, the doe-eyed girls who enjoy pastimes with youthful Krishna are very fortunate. Frightened, Lalita will see how I've become unsteady and independent, and she will rebuke me. Yearning, my heart yearns to embrace monsoon-faced Govinda. Angry, to hell with the wicked fate that has created this poison named jealous anger. Lalita, fool, stop. You rejected Krishna on your own account. Looks like Srimati Radharani turned Krishna away. Now you criticize me for being a wanton girl. Radhika, she notices a bee and says in Sanskrit, this humble bee, even though it is only an insect, still bows down to the land of Vrindavan. On its head, this bee bears the message of peacock-feathered crowned Krishna. Desiring to bring me to Krishna, this bee repeatedly tries to pacify me by speaking sweet words, just like that scoundrel Krishna. Purnamasi, with a playful smile. Filled with jealous anger, she now thinks that all the creatures in Vrindavan forest are messengers from Krishna. Radhika, overwhelmed with love and filled with wonder, how is it that Krishna has now come to violently embrace me? Purnamasi, this is the symptom of deep love. Vispurnam, Vispura. Radha thinks that Madhava has now appeared before her. Oh, there's Spurti and there's Vispurti. Spurti is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells Ramananda Roy, Ishtadeva Spurti. And that's the type of appearance of Krishna within the mind that devotees who have prema see. Vispurti is when one is very, very advanced, and it becomes a very deep and a very real manifestation within the mind, which is still different than Sakshad, when Krishna actually physically appears before the eyes, not in the mind. Radhika makes an angry moan and turns around. O artist of deceit, O crooked pet deer who stays always on the breast of Chandravali, begone, I hate you. She throws down the lotus flower from her ear. In Sanskrit, O Kadamba trees on the shore of the Jamuna, you are my witness. I am a weak woman, and this Krishna, the villain of Gokula, is now violently torturing me. Gokula Durta. Gokula Durta. Villain of. Your name is Gokula Durta Das. Purnamasi. Lalita, Radhika is overwhelmed with longings. Bring her to Krishna at once. Lalita walking. Radha, what are you saying to yourself? Radhika sees Lalita and says to herself, how am I alone? She does not see Krishna. Eagerly. O Lalita, how has amorous Krishna learned this science of entering someone else's body? He has entered my heart and extinguished the fire of jealous anger burning there. Vishaka enters. I got this letter from the hand of Subal. Lalita takes the letter and reads aloud. If even though the black bee has not committed any offense, the Madhavi creeper still tosses it aside with its moving, newly blossomed tendril, then the buzzing bee will simply enjoy other pastimes, buzzing with sweet words among the lotus flowers. Radhika, grieving, she says in Sanskrit, O lotus-eyed girl, I fear that because I am a playground for a host of faults, expert and intelligent Krishna is now averse to me. Stung by thorns, blinded by pollen, and not finding any nectar, why should a young bumblebee not turn from a ketaki flower? Purnamasi. The moon can never be separated from moonlight. Vishaka. Please calm down. I thought you would be very anxious, and so I sent Nandimukhi to discover what Krishna is now doing. Nandimukhi enters. In Sanskrit she says, by nature you are gentle. Why are you so hard on this poor Madhava? You are hard as butter frozen into ice. Radhika. Is Madhava happy now? Nandimukhi in Sanskrit. He will not joke with his friends for even a moment, and he will not wear his crown of champak flowers. Renouncing all sense gratification, Krishna has become like a yogi, meditating on your moon face. In this way, he experiences great transcendental bliss. Radhika, embracing Vishaka, she says in Sanskrit, again and again this Radha has quarreled with Krishna and offended him. Glorious Krishna is still willing to accept me back. O slender girl with a slender waist, what reason is there for his taking me back, other than the delightful flower blossom of the great mercy of you, my friend? A voice from behind the scenes. Now the cuckoos may proudly coo, the young does may eat grass without interruption, and the gopis may walk on the paths leading to their homes, for at this moment the villain flute does not play in the hand of Lord Krishna. Same, Dhurto Venur, villain. Radhika, revealing the flute, she says with scorn, my dear friend, the flute, it appears that you have been born of a very good family, for your residence in the hands of Sri Krishna. For you reside in the hands of Sri Krishna. By birth you are simple and are not at all crooked. Why then have you taken initiation into this dangerous mantra that enchants the assembled gopis? Vishaka, when placed before the wind, this flute plays music by itself. Hold it up and it plays music. Radhika, friend, I shall test it. She does that. Vishaka, listen to the sweet sounds. Now Krishna's friends may also hear the flute. So you just put it up and then it plays by itself. Brinda in private. Brinda enters. O noble lady, I have heard that the flute should not be placed to the wind like this. Lalita has given you bad advice. Purnamasi, child, I shall remedy this in the future. Jatila enters. The flute was played. Is it not true that Krishna must be here, looking? Aha! The flute is in the hand of Maharaj Vrishabhanu's daughter, Radha. I shall stealthily approach and take it. Angry, she quickly approaches. O immoral girl, give up the flute. She pulls the flute away. Lalita, alas, a calamity. How is it that this old lady unexpectedly pulled away the flute? Jatila, I will show it to the noble Purnamasi. If I were only to tell her, she would not believe me. Purnamasi, O daughter Brinda, this is a great calamity. Look, Jatila is going in the direction of my cottage. Purnamasi has a cottage on the bank of the Jamuna that goes behind Nandagram. Vrinda, O noble lady, don't worry. In a moment, I'll rob her of this flute. She exits. Lalita, timorously following behind. Now that's a long time, but it's there. We kaurin timirin musi. Timorous. Timorous. Like very, very meekly. O noble lady, why have you become suspicious? We found this flute on the shore of the Jamuna. Jatila, angry. O fickle girl, O speaker of lies, stop, stop. Subal enters. O noble Jatila, look, the monkey who steals yogurt is now entering your house. Jatila tilting her neck, she looks. Subal, you speak the truth. That monkey is about to steal my stock of butter. She changes directions and runs off. Purnamasi, Brinda sent this old monkey named Kakati. Did she not? Subal, Nandimukhi, look. Jatila became bewildered. She threw the flute at the monkey and hit her with it. Purnamasi, happily, fortunately, this monkey Kakati has taken the flute and now climbed a kadamba tree. Everyone becomes happy, so there's no evidence that Radharani has the flute. Jatila, alas, Subal, my child, the flute is no longer in my hand. I request you, bring me the flute. Subal, Kakati is a good name for this monkey. O noble lady, this monkey is afraid of only one person, your nephew, Vishal. Vishal is now playing on top of Govardhan Hill. You should quickly go there and ask him to help. He's one of the coward boys. Jatila exits. Purnamasi, by good fortune, the rascal Subal has now sent the old lady far away, and now by knitting his eyebrows, he makes Lalita hasten here. Lalita, glancing from the corner of her eyes, Radha, come, let us search for the flute. Radhika, aside, by good luck, I shall now be able to meet Lord Krishna. Tossing the backdrop curtain aside, Mukara hastily enters. O Vishaka, Abhimanyu said to me today, the astrologers have instructed me to worship the form of the goddess Durga named Gomangala. Please take the articles of worship and bring Radha with you. Meet me under the Chaitya tree. Under the Chaitya tree. Priyasoham Kurukshetra militas tataham saradha ida ubaryorangamam sukam. Under the Chaitya tree. I don't know what kind of tree it is. Radhika unhappily. She says to herself, concealing her words from others' ears, alas, misfortune of misfortunes. She gazes at Lalita's face. Lalita, ah, the name Abhimanyu, angry, fits him perfectly. Let us go and assemble the paraphernalia of worship. Everyone exits. Purnamasi, approaching Subal, she says with anxiety, child, this is a great calamity. Now you and Brinda should go to lotus-eyed Krishna and expertly console him, and I shall go to the elderly women and describe to them the diplomatic crookedness of Jatila. Subal walking. There is Brinda, standing under a tamal tree and holding the flute in her right hand. Brinda enters. Brinda, Subal, I have already seen everything. What need is there of telling me what has happened? Subal, Brinda, let us go at once. Let us bring the flute to Krishna. They both walk. Subal, Brinda, there is Krishna gazing at the path. Marumangal is increasing his desire to meet Radha. I know not what will be his response when he learns that our mission has failed. Brinda, Subal, you speak the truth. Look, there's Krishna standing under the Punaga tree and anxiously waiting for Radha. Subal, Brinda, think of a solution. Brinda thinking, Subal, I know how we can cheer up Govinda for a moment. Come, to do this, we must first disguise ourselves. Followed by Madhumangal, Krishna enters. Krishna filled with longings. In front of me is Radha, behind me is Radha, to my left is Radha, to my right is Radha, on the earth is Radha, in the sky is Radha. How is it that the three worlds have suddenly become Radha? Radha puras purati, pishchamatas charadha, Radha di shavyam iha, dakshinatas charadha, Radha kaluk shititale, gaganit charadha, Radha mai mama, babuva kutas triloki. Radha puras purati, paschimatas charadha, Radha dishvayam iha, dakshinatas charadha, Radha kaluk shititale, gaganit charadha, Radha mai mama, babuva kutas triloki. Verse to be remembered. Madhumangal, soon the noble Purnamasi will bring Radhika here. Soon you will see Radha. Krishna, will smiling-eyed Radha, happy at heart, playfully holding Lalita's thumb in her hand. When they're walking, then instead of hand in hand, Radharani is holding Lalita's thumb. Good thing to remember. I'd forgotten that. She eagerly walks to the rendezvous, and the tinkling sound of her bracelets, bearing the fragrance of conjugal desire, soon makes me tremble with unparalleled wonder. Madhumangal, oh, don't despair. I hear the tinkling of ankle bells. A voice from behind the scenes. Lalita, look, here is a punaga tree. Look at the aggressive bumblebees. Let us stop here for a moment. Madhumangal, restless. Oh dear friend, do you not see? Radhika has come here with Lalita. Krishna, with feelings of longing. How fortunate I am. My gopi friend now brings great happiness to my eyes. Madhumangal, proud. Why should you not become happy? After all, I am the most expert of messengers. Krishna, my beloved Radha and Lalita no longer love me. Although they both stand before me, they remain at a distance and will not approach me. Madhumangal, my dear friend, you should know that Radha is definitely pleased with you. She holds your flute in the corner of her sari. Krishna, with love. Although the effulgence of the moon is brilliant, initially at night, in the daytime it fades away. Similarly, although the lotus is beautiful during daytime, at night it closes. But oh my friend, the face of my most dear Srimati Radharani is always bright and beautiful both day and night. Therefore, to what can her face be compared? He eagerly approaches. From behind the scenes. Well, I'll just give an example of, here there are three interpretations of this verse. I mean, the verse is pretty simple, although it's in Brij Bas. Varishahana I lachi I am puro ra ini samugama I chanda ali kutumba acha oramadha a supasaham. So, translation 1. The reddish splendor of the sun resting in the constellation Taurus now rises in the sky. O Chakura bird who lives by drinking the moonlight of Chandravali, Do not run so hastily to this risen sun. Now, second translation. The goddess of fortune, who is the daughter of Maharaj Vishnabhanu and who dearly loves you, has now come to this place. O Chakora bird, who lives by drinking the moonlight of Chandravali, do not run so hastily to Vrishabhanu's daughter. And translation 3. The goddess of fortune, who is the daughter of Maharaj Vrishabhanu and who is now angry with you, has come to this place. O Chakora bird, who lives by drinking the moonlight of Chandravali, do not run so hastily to Vrishabhanu's daughter. So, you can, nowadays they have, I don't know what it is, maybe it's games or some other things where you can have, I forget what it's called, you can make alternate choices, and according to the choice you make, then you go down a different path because things take a different course. So, similarly here, according to the interpretation that you make, the book, what is that called? It's, I forget. You go down a different course with the rest of the conversation. Marumango, Lalita, you are mistaken. It is not the Chakora, it is the Chakravaka bird that yearns after the beauty of the sun, shining in the sign Taurus. Another voice from a different place behind the scenes. Oh Krishna, listen. Marumangal, fearfully looking. Coming on the right is Vishala's sister named Sarangi. Krishna, friend, don't be afraid. It's only a young girl. Sarangi enters. Oh Krishna, please listen. Elderly Mukara speaks to you the following words. Why do you falsely defame my granddaughter? We have personally seen your flute in the hand of the monkey Kakati. Do not accuse Radha of stealing your flute. Krishna, O Sarangi, please tell Mukara that I have found my flute. A voice from behind the scenes. Be clear, what do you mean? Sarangi, looking in the direction of the behind the scenes voice, she angrily says, Ah, Radha, my brother Abhimanyu called you to meet him under the chaitya tree. Why have you not gone there? A verse behind the scenes. O unfortunate Sarangi, O queen of the monkeys, you are a second Jatila. You should go fall in the jaws of some old tiger. Sarangi angry. Lalita, you have offended and insulted me. I will go to your aunt Jatila and tell her what you have said. She exits. Marumango, with contempt, who can believe the words of a girl? A voice from behind the scenes. Friend Radha, let's go, let's go. Let's go or let go? Excuse me. Let go, let go. Marumango, listen, what does Lalita now say in Sanskrit? The voice behind the scenes again says, this flute is a thief who steals the wealth of the respectability of young girls. Why do you hide it in your lap? Throw it far away. Let us go to Krishna, the thief, who stole the gopis' garments. They are both thieves. It is proper that they should be together. Krishna smiling. Friend, look. She pulled the flute from the edge of her sari and tossed it before us. Grab it. Marumangal does that. A voice from far away behind the scenes. Ah, Sarangi has not spoken a lie. Krishna anxious. Friend, look. The cruel-hearted old lady is here. Marumangal, cruel-mouthed Jatila, appears like a black snake in the month of Shravan. She angrily moves her cane and she roars very ferociously. A voice from behind the scenes. O smoking cinder that has burned down the good reputation of your family, every day you cheat someone. What can be done to stop you? Madhumangal, alas, Radhika trembles like a plantain tree in the wind. A voice from behind the scenes, O noble lady, please be kind. We do not feel offended. Madhumangal, look. Taking Radha by the hand and accompanied by Lalita, the old lady is walking away. Krishna unhappy. My friend, I do not know what cruel Jatila will do now. Please follow her and learn what happens. Madhumangal exits. Krishna sighing, learning of my confidential pastimes with her, this fool Abhimanyu must have forced Radharani to stay at home, or else he may have taken her to Mathura, the capital of the Jadu dynasty. Madhumangal, oh dear friend, it was very wonderful. Radhika must know some secret science. Krishna, what kind of secret science? Tell me. Madhumangal, loudly condemning her, Jatila went among the elderly gopis and placed Radhika before Purnamasi. Krishna. Then, Madhumangal, then I saw what happened. In the midst of all the affectionate elderly gopis, Jatila lifted the veil covering Radha's face, and then from under the veil came not Radhika, but laughing Subal. Krishna smiling. Then, Madhumangal, then when the uproarious laughter finally ended, all the gopis were very angry. They loudly rebuked Jatila. Jatila bowed her head in shame and fled from their midst. Krishna, tell me, what happened to the second girl? Madhumangal, Radhika whispered a magical mantra in her ear, and the girl became transformed into Brinda. Krishna, friend, this is not Radhika's knowledge of magical science. Knowing that Abhimanyu had called Radha away, Brinda arranged these wonderful pastimes to amuse me. Madhumangal with a loud laugh. Aha, you speak the truth. Brinda and I have both seen Subal enter Mukara's house disguised as Radha. A voice from behind the scenes. Her form burning like a statue of Suryakanta jewels ablaze at midday, her cheeks as pale as white ducks, and her pain-filled eyes devoured by the fragrance of sleep, slender Radha, tormented by separation from Lord Hari, brings great suffering to her friends. Krishna, glancing in that direction, O friend, this parrot brings me some comfort. Okay, that was a parrot. Madhumangal, is it not that this parrot repeats the words spoken by Brinda? Krishna, friend, I wish to see Brinda and Subal in this way. Hurry. Madhumangal places the flute in Krishna's hand and then starts to walk. Krishna, I have found my lost flute. Let me fill it with music. He does that. Madhumangal, listening with attentive ears, he says in Sanskrit, the beautiful, sweet sound of the flute flows in all directions, becoming an earring ornamenting the ears of its listeners. I think that sweet sound is now causing the suddenly fearless Chataka birds of the gopis to quickly assemble at this place. We will continue, to be continued on Wednesday. There's a pastime. I guess Vishnu must be one of the 4 pastimes, also with the flute. And Krishna comes at night and sneaks into the house, and he spends the night with Srimati Radharani. But in the morning, when Jatila comes banging up the stairs, and so he runs out and he forgets his flute. And she comes in, waking up Srimati Radharani, and she sees the flute. And she grabs the flute, and she says, now I have evidence that this rogue has been here, his flute is here. So she goes outside the house and she calls the villagers, and everybody assembles, and she's making a big thing out of everything. And, you know, Purnamasi shows up, and she has Radharani by the hand, and she says, look at this unchaste woman. Now finally I have my evidence of what we always suspected, that she's having some affair with son of Nanda Maharaj. Here's his flute. Purnamasi says, why are you making such a big thing out of this flute? He says, why am I making a big thing? What do you think? There's flutes over there. It's not just in the room, it's on the bed. He says, Purnamasi says, but don't you know that last night was a special night? He said, what was so special last night? Well, it rained. And so what? It rains every night. But last night, because of the constellations and the moon, so it rained flutes. It rained flutes. He says, yeah, just look around. Don't you see there's flutes everywhere? And Jatila looks around, and there's flutes on the ground, and flutes hanging in trees, and there's flutes everywhere. And then like that she becomes very embarrassed, and she says, what's so special? Your daughter went out, and when the flute rain happened, and she took one of the flutes and brought it into the house in order to practice, and fell asleep. Now you're making such a big thing. So she covers herself and just goes, hides into the house, and everyone laughs and makes fun. This crazy old woman is always so suspicious. So that was raining flutes. So you have to get out there at the right time, and when it rains flutes. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Rupa Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari 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 Bol.